Just right back, Charlie.
You always use that active red light defenders. I think it's like
People deluded, I'm back again.
come on, Ian. Man.
Come on, Ian. People deluded. I'm back again. First thing first, good evening to those of you like myself over here in England. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night, wherever everyone else is concerned. As usual, people, I hope you're having a progressive week in your personal lives, moving that much closer to your goals, hopes, dreams, ambitions, aspirations, overcoming hardship, etc. On top of that, if you ain't got health, you're dead in it. So I hope you and your loved ones have good health and better health in the future, people. As usual, appreciate you lot for tuning in. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you're obviously taking part in the polls. Obviously, where YouTube's concerned, take part in the voting, but also don't forget the like button. Make sure you're following and subscribing on both platforms, as well as the Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Twitch, etc., etc. Apologies, TikTok, I was doing so well. So yeah, man, it's Roma versus Feyenoord, this Conference League final. Jose Mourinho, in my opinion, is going to win it and become the first coach to win the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. Where Feyenoord's concerned, I can't lie, everybody does love an underdog. We've got our boy Reece Nelson starting. I actually don't know if Ainsley Maitland-Niles is in the squad, but someone from Hale End is going to be a European champion at some point. And I've seen one of them by the end of this game lift the trophy before Arsenal Football Club in Europe, people. So it is what it is. Life is not fair. I hope you're all doing well and safe. I hope everybody's in good spirits. I hope everyone's healthy. And appreciate you lot for tuning in with myself. Now we're 12 minutes away from kickoff, man. So what you lot saying? DG, who you backing to win? I mean, this is one where it's all a winner chicken dinner thing, isn't it? Because someone from Haaland's winning. I think Feyenoord, Roma probably have too much. It's Jose Mourinho. I don't know why that poll ended, G1. I beg you, Pat, and that appreciate that. But Jose Mourinho, I just think destiny's ready for him. He's cerebral. You know, last time Spurs shagged him out of a final. This is his next final. There's an opportunity to win. He was saying things like in the build-up to the game, he was like, we kind of threw away Serie A to focus on this. So yeah, this is what Jose Mourinho's made for, innit? So yeah, it is what it is. One love to everybody, obviously welcoming me in. This could have been Arsenal next season. It's not. God is great every time, man. God is great every time. It could be better, it could be worse, man. Let's go, Mkhitaryan. He said, Man United and Arsenal fans, you see that picture, that meme where someone's a blood and someone's a crip and they tie the bandana? Everyone doing that for Mkhitaryan. Reece to smash a hat-trick tonight and announce himself to the world. I'll walk up for England versus Croatia. I hope so, man. And as my guy has said here, big up DG in the chat. Don't forget to smash a like on the way in, people. One love to those of you who have. As usual, can we get 100 likes? Miles has said, big up DG. Thoughts on Eddie's new deal? Now, you're killing me a bit, Carl. Pause, because I want to speak about that tomorrow. Obviously, live business where 10 a.m. and 11:30 live streams, or 10:30 concerned really. But I'm happy for the P's. Like whether Nketiah, is going to make it here or not is another thing. But there's money to be made, and he's kind of shown he's gone beyond being a sort of squad player to a rotation / squad player now. I've said it before, Tyrese, John Jules, Balogun and Eddie, we should be in a scenario where you make 60 million. I don't think it's unreasonable to try and aspire to, if they're not going to make it here, 20 million or pop on the player, really. So to have his contract and Balogun's deals tied down, of course, it wouldn't be Arsenal if there wasn't drama. Obviously, Eddie, if in an ideal world, I still want two strikers, Gab possesses someone else, and Eddie can be part of the squad, but we might be where we started in this sort of thing where we're concerned in it. So it is what it is. That tells me that it probably would be one, really. Like it probably be Eddie and Nketiah and one of Gab Jesus or any of the guys we're linked with. So it's good for Eddie. He's shown his quality, obviously. Like Smith Rowe and Saka, they've elevated their squad status. And you know, there's a bit of expectation on you now because it was almost a welcome surprise, almost seeing what he could do with the starts he's got. Obviously, we're seeing him physically get better. He's done quite well in what I would call when the season really started for him, where he got to start against Chelsea, bagged the brace, should have scored against United, but played very well. Had a good game against West Ham, again, should have scored. And he got a brace recently against Leeds, and I'm sure he bagged against Everton on the last day. Quite fitting for him against Everton, because I remember Everton away, he struggled once and he really missed a chance, but he's growing, he's developing, he's doing his thing. Now, if I'm looking at it on a cerebral thing, by all means, grow and develop, but is it wise necessarily for all the potential Eddie does or doesn't have to become something in the squad or other players making up the numbers? You know, we all do the speaking about Gab Jesus, you know, we all think maybe, you know, if he gets a platform to play up front or in a different sort of light for Arsenal, he might show goals. But Gab Jesus doesn't really have a solid record of goals. He only got 8 in the Premier League, 4 came in one game. And for me, he really started turning the corner when he was linked with Arsenal. And I know strikers are more functional system players nowadays, and there's really a gap for quality. But is it wise to really bet on Eddie, who's got 4 or 5 goals, you know, really, you know, next season? He hasn't got a strong body of work, no disrespect to him. And Gab is the same, he's got 8 goals, you know, that it for a team that lacks goals and needs goals. I know we're not in a position to get confirmation. And if it is, that is what it is. I'm just providing a different perspective. Is it wise? Because Arteta's got to show, he's almost got to draw blood from a stone, because you've got to get a reasonable amount of goals from Eddie and whatever striker, you know. We've had strikers come here, we talk about, you know, they work hard and all these things. These things are irrelevant. The next striker has to score goals. Anything he does a bonus. So as long as Arteta knows what he's trying to do with the squad and these guys' potential, and, you know, I know Ramsdale hasn't been amazing, but I don't think he's been bad. I'm only using Ramsdale because I thought he was a decent keeper. I didn't know that he could play with his feet, sort of thing. So maybe Arteta, having worked with him, he thinks Jesus can bag. But when Pep speaks and TJ speaks about him, they always talk about hard work and that, innit? So you got to work hard, but boy, I don't know it really, because we need to make up the deficit. We're, you know, for what we banter Spurs and all these things, even though they finished 4th, you know, they can sit there and bank on Son, who finished the joint top goal scorer. Kane took basically half the season off. He's got a respectable amount. Kulusevski in half the season has bagged, you know. Obviously, you've got Gabriel Jesus that isn't a goal scorer, has to learn to score goals. At 25, I hope we're the guys to give him a platform and he does what he's doing. You know, Eddie, let's see what you could do when there's an expectation to perform over a 38-game period. We've obviously got Saka and Smith Rowe. Saka, who's done quite well in terms of goals and assists. I don't know if he hasn't done it for years, so I don't know if he's going to bet on that. I know we're doing the young squad thing and all of this, but you need to put, you know, goals win games, and we're not necessarily a goal scoring side. You know, I do think we need to make up the numbers from wide players here and there. And obviously, midfield is subjective, but, you know, Odegaard definitely has the capacity, in my opinion, to score more goals. Smith Rowe kind of took the half season off. He can do that. I'm not expecting Xhaka, definitely not Partey, even though he did bag. Xhaka's, you know, it's not that unless that we could play De Gea every week. Not expecting Orla Conga, not expecting goals from these lot. Midfield is subjective, Carl. We don't really have guys that are physically imposing, mad technicians, goal scorers there, creative dons. So it is what it is, really, where that game is concerned, really, or where Arsenal's concerned, really and truly. Where did we start waffling about this? So that's love for that, because I'm going to cut that up, and that's going to become, well, someone on Twitch could help me and cut that up, really, but that's going to become thoughts on Eddie's new deal quickly. And obviously we'll expand on that tomorrow, but yeah, I'll probably miss some of the points. Great question, Miles. Great warm-up, man. 5 minutes until kickoff, folks. Any questions, talking points, etc.? Feel no sort of way about getting them in, people. Here for the Tammy Abraham storyline. It's romantic, innit? Big up Tammy. He's gone to Italy. Come on, let's cut the crap. You know, if you're IC3 and them Italian man are loving you and that, you must be doing all right. And they've, you know, they're worshipping him really, because he's got chance playing for a massive club like Roma, Jose Mourinho platform in the England squad. He's doing his thing. Shout out Tammy, man. It must, you know, it's almost like Rangers, you know. Calvin Bassey's obviously from London, so it's identifiable, but he almost gave up playing football. You know, now look at him playing man of the match, regardless of them losing for Rangers in the Europa League in a European game. You know, playing for a massive club like Rangers. You know, young, you know, Joe Aribo over from South London. Again, this is things that, you know, you almost get to live your dreams through these guys. It's very like they're very identifiable for obvious reasons, man. I'm happy for Tammy's success. He just needed the platform. You know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but you know, shotting him for Lukaku's looking bandulu at this moment in time, really and truly. And Roma are laughing because let's be honest, you know, let's not be romantic around it. We'll give you a platform to play. We need a striker, and obviously we'll sell you either back to Chelsea or the very market that you just came from. You know, I do like how away from Tammy Abraham, how English players are starting to, well, I say starting, they've been doing it for a hot minute, innit? Starting to go out there and test their waters in other leagues. And I think it needs to happen on a more wider scale, and I'm thinking way too ahead. And I don't know if they're all going to be coaches, but I'm keen to see how these lot are going to turn into coaches, because you look at half the foreign coaches, they've played in many different countries. Pep played in Italy, he's played, you know, in Spain, and plenty of other examples. I wonder how this changes your perspective. You know, when you look at half the English coaches, they only really played in England. I know there's a couple exceptions to the rule, so I'm here to see that. DG, I would consider Broughton Norton Coffee a Prem loan if a Prem team would take him, but I think, you know, we need to tone it down a bit. Half a season over there in League One. Let's let the man keep developing and doing his thing. I'd love for it, but let's just let the young 18-year-old who's still eligible actually to play at under 18s level in Brook do his thing, man. So, yeah, man, check out the video I did when he was 16 with him. That's on YouTube as well, man. And Charlie Patton, Amari Hutchison, Kyle Edwards. Whole list of them there. And there's a playlist on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, 3 minutes until kickoff still, people. Happy to see a brother get the bread. 100%, man. Like, 100%. Like, 100%. Funny enough, I find, away from the obvious IC3s, I find myself very identifiable with someone like Ollie McBurney and to a degree Jack Grealish, because you've got dons like that in reality. Love for that. Tammy Watch. If we sign Jesus and Eddie gets new deals as our striking options, that's media, can't lie. Banking on a lot and 38 Premier League games, however much in the Europa League. I want to go to the FA Cup final as any Arsenal fan should. However many games that is. Carling Cup, you're in it, you might as well. You need a lot of goals still. Like, and because we're doing this youngster thing, we ain't got dons that you can sit there and say score goals. If Smith, it won't surprise me if Saka starts slowly or whatever. You've seen Cristiano Ronaldo, Vardy, Kane, Aubameyang, guys that have been scoring goals for years, go for a drought. And you know the hoo-la-la that's made out of it. Cristiano Ronaldo, half the people that are now breading him in the media were saying he was the problem at the club in United. But it is what it is. One love to everyone. We're 2 minutes until kickoff. Trash Tammy. And obviously, shout out to Mori and all them players that have gone abroad as well. Sancho as well, you know. Sancho was a pioneer, really. You know, if he sat on his ass at City, he may or may not have had the chance. He could probably have bet on he wouldn't be what he is right now. £70 million man, living his dream, massive club, etc. You know, Sancho's gonna bang soon. Pause, obviously, in a footballing sense. I know you gotta protect yourself. Tammy gonna put out a Drogba-esque performance. Chelsea fans loving it, innit? Jose and the Cobham boy, La Cobham. Them man there. This is what Hudson-Odoi could do if he busts out. Probably playing for Feyenoord. Or maybe William. You know, Nelson, Reece Nelson probably gonna come back to Arsenal. There's a spot there for Hudson-Odoi. Just fishing, just seeing what I can catch. DG wants subs. I forgot about that. Nah, man, come on, man. Let's be real. Like, big up the IC3s, fam. Car. What would man be doing? Like, don't want to go into it too much, but I want Arteta to get everything he wasn't. So there's no excuses for next season. Not really going to comment on our transactions until I see a body of work next season. I hear you, Mars. I hear you. That's a very fair outlook. Let me make sure I start this thing on time, people. The boys, them are out. Roma versus Feyenoord. It's a final, innit? You just got to win it. I personally think Feyenoord will have too much for Roma, but at the same time, bro, and it's a final, anything can happen. Fairy tales are dared to happen in football, and you've got to give respect to Feyenoord. They, you know, no one gave them nothing. They got to this final through sheer hard work. So yeah, man, we got them. Shout out Reece Nelson as well, man. This is what it's about as a footballer: win, lose, or draw. Playing in these sort of games, and again, if you coached at Arsenal, you'd be probably chilling with the 23. So big up Nelson, man. If there's anyone on loan, I want to have an opportunity here in some capacity, Nelson. Don't think it's going to be the Saka thing, but yeah. Pep or Jose, full career. It's mad, but it's Pep, obviously, but Jose's my more sort of guy. Pep's my more sort of guy for the football he plays, for the things he's achieved and whatnot. But I just love Jose Mourinho as a character. Like, I would love to, apart from Wenger and Alex Ferguson, he's the next in line I'd love to have played for, and they're all the same level. I wouldn't, obviously, Wenger will edge it because, you know, it's granddad and that. Everything beautiful in football and that, but, bro, I'm a bastard. Jose's a bastard, bro. I'm on it. I can't lie, man. The way he will gash you. Jose's one of them guys, when you play for him, he will gash you. You want to just do everything, like, run through a brick wall and like, look what Eto'o said. Eto'o said, no other manager could play me on the wings, but I'll do it for Jose. The game's kicked off. See you later. Good bit of skill here from Feyenoord. I can't lie. Feyenoord have started slightly better. It's literally less than a minute into the game. Mkhitaryan's lost the ball, though. Scrappy sort of final. This is therefore wrapped in 90 minutes. I don't want to jinx it, but this is wrapped in 90. Obviously, Tammy, Sancho, Tomori are great examples. And I would say it's not always because I think people look at Germany and all these foreign leagues as Disneyland. There's better stories of guys where it hasn't necessarily worked out, you know. But it's all about the experiences. Also, I will say, you got little dons like Marcus Edwards that doing their thing. Ain't he at Sporting now? Didn't really work out at Spurs. Done his thing. Sure, he played in Europa League and bagged against Arsenal. I might be capping, but I'm sure. I'm going to say in 3-1. Tammy, Tomori. But they deserve it, man. They should both be at Chelsea, really. Never should have sold Tomori. Should have sold Christensen. I mean, I can't lie. In the last year, what Chelsea did don't really make sense to me. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but, you know, you lot, Bayern Munich, you're normally the two best examples when it comes down to locking these contracts. I think you both have kind of slacked off. Obviously, running down deals, like Wenger said, is something that's going to happen in the game, really and truly. You know, it's going to happen. It's happening everywhere, innit? But Tomori gone, kept that Sard on. You know, shout out to Chalobah for making a wave in the Chelsea squad, but that don't really make sense. Obviously, Tammy, if Tuchel said he's not going to use you, he's not going to use you. Obviously, if Lukaku worked, we wouldn't be talking about it, but 90 million, that didn't bang. You know, it's not really making sense, really. So, yeah, man. 2.5 minutes basically into this game. Feyenoord have started the better of the sides. Jose Mourinho out of his technical director's area and letting people know exactly what he thinks, mate. Roma for the win. Jose the king, that's my guy. Bro, Jose, like, bro. I'd say Jurgen Klopp and Jose Mourinho, if you ever wanted to do Mission Impossible, them man there need to be the generals with the army dons. Because Klopp will do the Disneyland thing. Jose's just on some, it's us versus the world thing. Like, it must be lovely to play for him. I can see why he's always having fights with players and that, car. He's the sort of guy, if you have to, like injuries, for example, obviously he's not a dinosaur, but like, if you're not really injured, he's not trying to hear it. Reece Nelson in possession. Go on, Reece. Wear number 14. Give it back to him. Reece, do the skillers. Do the skillers. What a pass. What a 5-yard pass. What vision from Reece Nelson. I'm shameless. I know people. One love to you lot tuned in. Going with Roma for this one. They need to wake up immediately. Now, UK schools are corrupt. How can they exclude 6 of my friends? Boy, corruption in the education system. Crazy. I got excluded more times than I can count. Made it to year 11, though. They tried everything in my school. I can't wait. That's how I know I make it. I've made it when Winchmore, if you know, you know, shout me and say, do a talk to the kids. I know I've made it. I know I've made it. Because you lot, boy, you tried everything. Tried all that. Oh, go to this school for 6 months so you can come back. I told my mom, no. You think I'm a dickhead? Because once you shit man out, I'm not coming back. I live in North. What are you talking about going to schools in Northwest and South London and that? Brother, you mad? Take a train and that. Allow it, man. Talk about go Alwood and said, talk about going to Tommy Moore. The school I wanted to go to initially. Reece Nelson, bang it. A DG thing. It's on the edge of the area. I can't lie. Feyenoord are doing the thing, but they're going to have to do more to break down this low block back free from Jose. Roma need to settle. There's no way out for them. Hey, Pellegrini tried to do a skillers. Hey, Len, gonna eat today. Either Ainsley Maitland-Niles or Nelson winning this. I hear that. Come on. We're now on Tammy watch. Hey, Len, boys. Is Reece Nelson in the squad? Can someone not Reece Nelson, Maitland-Niles? I can't lie. I even forgot about Gerhi. To be fair, he said I want to bust out. You man were he probably sat down with Chelsea and you man were moving iffy and not really telling man where he stands. He probably thought safe. Like, all right, like, I'm gonna go and do my thing. And that's what Broya, what's his face, man? Gallagher have to ask themselves. Hit the like button if you're on YouTube, people. That's what they're gonna have to ask themselves, really. Like, I think Gallagher's more likely to be the romantic Chelsea don, if I'm honest with you. I think Broyer's kind of like, I would like to make it at Chelsea, but like, man, I'm forgetting the real world now. I think I've done my thing at Vitesse. I've kind of fallen off in terms of form, you know, at Southampton, but I'm playing there. I'm playing for Albania at national level. Dessa's tried to do a skillers. It didn't bang. This game's lit. So it depends, man. Gallagher's got to think, you know, you're in the England squad. So Southgate probably knows who he's trying to call up for the World Cup. And you're probably there based on what we've seen. I don't know this, you know. If you go to Chelsea and you're playing, fair enough. But if you're not, you got to remember, you still, again, I know their futures are speculative, but you've got Kante declining or not. You've still got Kante there. You know, you've still got Kovacic there. I know Jorginho, 1 minute he's staying his game. You've still got him there. Obviously, I don't know who Chelsea are going to bring into the market. You've got Mount, who, depending on how he's used indirectly, might affect how you play. We don't know Tuchel's plans. Obviously, Chelsea need to get 3 points and be competitive. Past a certain point, there might not be too many opportunities. So he's got to ask himself that. Do I think you can make it at Chelsea? Yeah. But it depends, man. Where this game's concerned, you know, Roma probably started the second best, I think. I don't know what motivational piece Feyenoord have looked at, but they seem to be doing the better of the side. They've not quite asked questions, but they've got forward into Roma's area. They've danced with the ball on the edge of the area. Roma probably need to wake up. Tammy Abraham can't get the ball there. I thought Zenolio was fouled. The ref says play on. The cross has come in. That's a good cross. It's headed out and dealt with by Feyenoord. Mkhitaryan looked like he fouled someone off the ball. Ref doesn't bite that. Ainsley's on the bench. 2-1 Roma. Says, oh, my shout. Oh, my. Hope you're doing well and safe. Go on, Nelson. Do a madness. It seems like I've picked up my manager's timekeeping habits. Good evening, nation. Soon land, man. Soon land. Being late can save your life, you know. Obviously, I'm not laughing or joking about it. Obviously, if you remember the bombing that happened in the UK on the trains, one of my brethren's dad was going to be on that train, but I can't remember why. Coincidentally, he was late. Saved his life. Obviously, RIP to those victims, man. RIP to the little kids with that shooting in America as well, man. Like, the world is not a nice place, man. Little kids in that. Once again, RIP them little kids, man. Come on. Reece looking like he's going to have a lively game. Charles. It's here in possession with Feyenoord. Committed to playing out from the back here. It's with their goalkeeper. Someone's got to show for it. Keeper has to go long. You're not going to above. Roma's got 3 at the back here. Above. I don't even know my man's name, but the number 7 for Feyenoord, Senseo or whatever his name is, he's quite lit. He's skipped past his man. Lively customer. He's put a half-decent ball in the box. No one there collected by the goalkeeper. But I can't lie. Probably got to knock it in behind on his channel and give him something to dance with. Him and Reece Nelson. These are the games you want your wingers and your strikers to turn up. Of course. Fuck this tournament, man. But Jose Mourinho is still above. I'm rubbish in it, bro. I would love to play in Conference League, bro. What can anyone say? Like, me sitting here in North London, I would love to play in it. End of the day, still a European trophy. Is it the big one? Ooh, Feyenoord dancing with the devil there. Square pass that Tammy Abraham almost picked apart. Roma have picked apart it, and they can't make anything happen. The final ball's not good enough. Reece Nelson, expert pass, finds his right back. Shameless. 9 minutes and 20 seconds basically into the game. Mad thing. Why for that? The and Ketia 14. Boy, you better continue with that number 30, boy. Big up Eddie and Ketia, but you get me? I don't need to eat with the number 9 and 14 and that. Don't gas him. Like, big up Eddie, but don't. It's not the Smith Rowe and Saka thing with the 7 and 10. It's not a that thing. Not everyone. There's different tiers to this Halen thing. Some man have to be the guys. Some man have to be the squad players. Some man have to be doing the El Nene thing. That obviously numbers are not important, but Lord Jesus. Did I see Gnabry news? I'll speak about 11:30, but I'm not getting gas, man. We've been down this road before where don't sign new contracts or they go somewhere else. I would love no one more than me wants Gnabry to make a return. Why did my YouTube career even start? One of my first videos was getting peed off that Jack Wilshere and Gnabry have left the club. Bracy. All right, we got the YouTube ones. Copyright, my guy. We can't do that. Chris Smalling in possession. Apart from getting jerked for his stuff, I think they robbed his yard. I think Italy's been a positive outbreak for him, really. Found that rejuvenated his career. Not going to get in the England squad, but boy. At times, you can't really justify his absence in the England squad with some of the guys that have been getting called up. Ball down this left-hand side. Zanolio doing well to come back from his injury. Skips past his man. Never a foul ref. Little man off the ball. You got to do more than that in a final, broski. You got to want it more than that. Jose Mourinho might beat you up at training or at halftime if you don't pattern up there. Eddie and get 100 bags a week. As what's that? Doubling your wages and getting 5 mil. Fuck. Bro, hey, fam. Shout out the YRNs and the ISF's getting appeased, but fucking hell, but geezer, shit. Shout out him, bro. His agent done a mad thing still. Been good for 5 minutes, 100 bags. Wait, if I'm Saka, if Eddie's getting out, who's got the same agent as him as well, Eddie's on 100 bags. He's a little man in this team for me. I've played every Premier League game. I'm number 7. Champions League teams are probably shouting, man, and that contract's running down. I might need 200 bags. I might need 1/5. I might need a 10K signing on fee. I might need a 4-year deal so we can see what's going on within that period. Boy, in the dag, crazy. I'm reading some of the fallout comments from the thingy, man. The Daily Mail. Shout, Eddie. Feyenoord's. I think Reece Nelson and my man on the left-hand side need to swap flanks, man. Carla, this guy on the right-hand side is getting killed. But and just do a mazzo. Team is not my money. I don't care. But boy, like that tells me that it's one striker then. Oh, well, you can't give your third choice done 100K. But if he signs a 5-year deal, well, boy, to be fair with you, 5-year deal, unless you do a Mazza, probably don't need to extend that. Takes you through to what he's 22, 23. That's going to take him back to his latter 20s. Unless he really improves. And again, potentially that makes it, if Eddie doesn't bang, that makes it difficult to sell him. You trying to give up 100 bags a week? Shout out to Eddie, Carl. You've been good for 5 minutes and got the bag. I hope this is a new turning for you and you show your certainty and with more opportunities, but there's an element of expectation. I don't think anyone, to a degree, I think it's unfair if anyone expects Eddie to get 10, 20, 15 goals because he's still developing and he's never done that before, innit? But at the same time, you have to, if you want to be a Premier League striker at Arsenal Football Club, you need to get respectable numbers. And respectfully, I'm looking at Arteta now, because, boy, you speak about we need 100 goals and this and that. I'm not expecting fireworks from Eddie, like I said, blood from a stone, but you need to get some numbers. Gabbers, man, need to grab some numbers. The other young dons need to start scoring. Martin Odegaard needs to bring in some numbers. Liverpool got goals all around their squad. City got goals all around their squad for obvious reasons. We're not them, but you get the point. Where Feyenoord are concerned, they're in possession here, people. They've knocked it around quite well, man. Feyenoord can be proud of themselves so far within this opening 14 and a half minutes, basically. Knocking it well. But I can't lie. Once they lose it, Jose's Mourinho side are looking to counter with intent. Pellegrini open up, pause, tries to pick the wrong pass. And again, Feyenoord have dealt with it expertly, really and truly. Crazy stuff going on. 50 likes, people. Can we keep moving on YouTube, Twitch gang? You know the thing. Hard to be. Got his money up, bro. We should be scouting Koku in these Feyenoord forwards. I mean, we've been linked with him for time, You'd imagine the scouting reports have all been done, really. Oh, I spelt Feyenoord wrong. Fuck. Apologies, people. That's a problem. Love for that. Did I? Is that on Twitch or YouTube? Man down for Roma, by the way. And copy and paste it again. It must be on Twitch. Oh, yeah, it is. Love for that, my guy. Everything's back again. Looks like a substitution. This is heartbreak, man. Who's down for Roma? I believe that's Mkhitaryan. Sorry, I was tending to the technical difficulties. From the bag at Eddie. Subs getting Sergio Oliveira is getting warmed up. I think it's Mkhitaryan down. It's a final, man. Like, if you're done, you don't want to be done. I ain't no body language specialist, but he looks done, bro. Like, that's the look of a man that's done. Jose Mourinho, it's like he doesn't really care if you're done or not. It's looking like he's made his decision. Gutted for Mkhitaryan, man. Like, obviously, you work for these moments as a professional footballer. You look excited, and then it ends like this. No one's going to want to come off unless they have to, man. And for Sergio Oliveira, you got to get yourself in that right headspace. Jose Mourinho's got the clipboard out. He's getting briefed on the tactics. As it stands, unless a madness happens, the transfer market, Eddie will remain the main striker for Arsenal next season, babe. Wait, I'm just reading that you gave Eddie and K 100k. I can't lie, Top Blue. You're a Chelsea fan. I swear you lot gave Hudson a day 150, 120. You know all about wasting peace. I can't lie. I answered that on an emotional thing. It's just because I saw Top Blue. I thought, oh, excuse me, sir. What team do you support? But you're right. You've been saying the same things I was saying. Jose doesn't rate Ainsley at all. Squad player, man. He'll shout Ainsley after the game, but you know Jose's got the preparing the loud. But right now, it's a football thing. Can't blame him, man. It must be comfy on the bench in Italy. Good food. Rome, hella things to see. Shopping and that. You got peas and that. It's calm. You know Arsenal going to end up sending for some peanuts as well. Feyenoord going long here. Werner's on 250. Never, man. 100k for 5 goals. It's well, technically, it's more than 5 goals, but 5 in the league. You're right. So it's meaty. Feyenoord could have been in there. Silly foul by Reece Nelson to give away. Rah. I didn't deserve that straight. Danny, you're on to me. Both dead ballers with energy. I'll take that, man. I'll take that. I'm in a good mood, so I'm just. Do you know what? I need to start replying with love, man. You need a hug, man. Come, man. One love for that. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get me that easy, mate. Like, fuck that. I bet we both could fuck your bitch. Me and Eddie probably both score goals in that. And I know Eddie's scoring in the Premier League. That's more probably scoring at Yeovil Town. But you know, a goal's a goal in that. I tried, man. I tried to be a good guy. I tried. The Jose Mourinho in me was. I tried so hard. You was fishing. You got it, mate. And I thought Twitch was the place to be. I always give you lot love. You lost it, man. I tried, man. Like, sometimes I try. People comment some crazy stuff on YouTube. I tried to a second balls come on the pitch. I tried to respond with love, do the customer service thing, and it works. But one time I can't, man. Like, the evil spirit was chatting to man there. Like, I tried, man. Dead. The hairline thing's dead. Even with a dead hairline, which you know is lies, we'll still clout. Lacazette will score in your mum's pussy. So we are that. Come on, you caught a next one. Come on, quickly. Like, we're all scoring goals. Lacazette might even bag his first hat trick for the club. On the way there, defensive midfielders and that. You lost it. Relax yourself, Danny. You fanny. Anyways, Feyenoord in possession. Let's get a scrappy game. I can't lie. This final is automatically better than the Europa League one. Mancini. Can't lie, I used to think he was lit. Man said DG2, Danny 1. Front line, but the man there, bro, go and tell your elders I'm in your ends. Don't try and run up on me. Like, he's dead, fam. Tried it, man. Danny just onto me because he bust his leg and he tried to run bants and he was a cripple for a sec. He just onto me, man. Reece Nelson in possession. Come on. Hey, go on. Takes his man on. Go on. Get your head up. Yeah, ref, I like corner, please. If it's not a corner, that was me, Reece. It's calm, though. That was a devilish run. Real 1v1 team. And nah, I could never do that. It's dead, bro. It's dead. You know me. I don't know you. You've got a Saka emoji. A Saka DP, I don't know you. Like, I don't know you. You are cyber hyping. Like, you are hyping on the QWERTY. Chill out. Serious driller. It's all love, man. This is going pen, so we have 100 minutes to go. Stop that, man. Stop all of that. Reece Nelson in possession. Yeah, don't trust me. What are you doing, man? Oh, shit. Almost spilled the coffee. Oh, you're not cold, Danny. No one knows you, man. I don't know you. You're them guys that comment on YouTube who's more on job and that under the rappers' comments and rappers' vids, and I can't trust you, man. I don't know you, bro. Wickedest thing is I probably met you. You've asked for a picture. I don't know you. Allow me, Danny, man. It's all love, Danny, man. Anyone will think he's a troll. He's a cool guy, man. When he wants to stop showing off for his new friends, he's a blessed guy, man. He's not a troll. Oh, I can't lie, man. It's number 3 for Feyenoord. It's been ripping couple man on the elegant team. Reece Nelson, man, on. I think all Feyenoord are missing is one of their midfielders to try and get involved. They're knocking the ball around patiently. I can't lie. To be fair to you, it's not as one-sided as many may have expected. That was dead. I can't lie. That's a foul. Feyenoord are slice sourcing. Look at you trying to encourage. Hey, look, get me cancelled, man. Do you see Reece as a potential backup to Saka if Pepe leaves? Nelson squad. Until I see more squad player thing, man. Squad player thing. How ironic. But I can't bother. It looks bad on me. I can't be special bus youths, man. Come on, you just have to let them say what they're saying, bro. I'm gonna look bad. Come on, man. He's got the granny scooter on. Come on, I can't, like, bro. It's like Justin Anderson. If he hit that granny back or something, he's in trouble. I can't, like, it looks bad on me, like. I can't beef them blue badge dons. I can't. Allow me, man. He soon have to come off the internet. His care is coming. I can't, man. I can't. That's dead, man. Keep running the same thing. It's dead. Half the people giving you fake loves are just loving the entertainment that you're providing. You're getting slewed. It's tired, man. I know you're tired. In your heart, you know you're tired. Feels like I'm at a comedy show and my man's trying to roast me. Can't lie, Roma. Oh, did he kick it in his Don's face? It's all right. Your nose is still there, mate. Sergio Oliveira in possession. Can't lie, Roma finally started to wake up. It's only to... Oh, where is Tammy? Why don't you ever stay in central areas? That would have been a good ball. Yeah, man, no extra time, man. No extra time. There's no extra time. Ainsley and Reece complete opposites on their loan spells. Reece just starting every game while Ainsley just holding bench. Crazy, man. You're moving mad. You lot are fools, man. According to reports, Arsenal is happy with... I saw Cedric Suarez. One love for that, but that's enough disappointment for one day still. Shout out Cedric, though. Feyenoord in possession. Ball, Nelson, bang it. Don't pass. Starboy stuff. All right, bang it. Oh, it's behind Reece. Sergio Oliveira, Tammy Abraham. Oh, he ripped, man. That's a foul. He had to. He's nutmegged him. Tammy, you're lying. Tammy, you need to sign for Arsenal. I love this. You learned from Jose. You're capping. You're not injured. You are capping. And the centre-back could be in trouble. But that's a taste of what Tammy Abraham can give you if you give him opportunities. Tammy's acting. You are not dead yet. A yellow card for Trune. More like Cedric the Entertainer. Fuck, you know. Hello, Loris. You all right? How's the kids? They all right? Hello. How much is Eddie? Mad thing. Isn't Tammy an Arsenal fan? That's cool. It could be Arsenal fan, but once you're a professional footballer, cuz Like, he's irrelevant. Obviously, it sounds all nice if man signed for the guy. I was an Arsenal fan, you know. Look at my little shirts when I was younger. Ball over the top into Tammy. Good little header from him. It weren't enough for a penalty. Just nudging Pellegrini over. But Roma starting to warm up a bit. Tammy, Pellegrini, Zanolio in particular. Jesus just phoned Arteta when he saw the Eddie contract saying the price of the brick went up. Trust. And for me, that has to tell me now that Tammy Abraham, obviously not Tammy, Eddie, dynamics can change, but you have to be, obviously 5 years is an exaggeration, but you need to know what you're doing at least for 3 years with Donny. Pellegrini just ripped 2-man, Reece Nelson. You got to do a get back. Would you take Tammy as a second striker? Arguably, if we were to sign Tammy, Jesus, and Eddie signed a new deal, Tammy's first choice, guy. He's going to score goals. Jesus might have to do the wing thing. Already offered my thoughts, my guy. I can give you a timestamp of when to go back since you're on YouTube, or you can wait till 11:30 tomorrow /10 a.m. on Twitch where we'll speak about it. But I just feel I'll be reporting the same things. But obviously, if you go to minute 10 to 20, 40, yeah. Hard to beat. One love to the Twitch gag and the YouTube ones as well. 68 likes on YouTube. Can we get to 100? Jose made Tammy a dark art specialist. Charles. Ball into the box. Needy from Roma. Omar might be right, you know. It might not be a 90 minutes thing. Hope someone can make a mistake from now till then. Jose looks like he ain't slept today still. I love it when the devil reveals themselves. Axe, I don't rate you. Because Danny might be a fucking pussy, but at least he does it on his chase. You only hyping because you see other dons. I can't respect it. You're them dons after you've rushed a don, you're beating them and that. I can't respect it. I can't respect it. Scout watch for Koku. Cobham's finest shining on the biggest stage. No worries, Josh, my dude. Can't rate you, Axe, because you're going to bread. When Danny's not here, oh, DG, what do you think of this? Shut up, blood. Don't ask, man, nothing, cuz. What players you looking out for this match? Actually, this, is it Zaluski or something? This young G, the Polish one, number 59. He looks decent. Obviously, Tammy, the Halem boys, and that's calm. Come on, man. It's all entertainment, man. It's all's fair and love and words. As long as we don't... Obviously, certain man can run the bands because I know it's in jest. Certain people will see it and try... You know, I know you lot support the thing. I'm on Bants as well. Can handle it. You haven't seen my Mandem's group chat or, oh, mate. There's certain man that you would not want to get into a barring match with. A couple of times I've seen people get personal. We've all been in Mandem group chats. You know when a don takes it personal and starts bringing someone's skeletons out their closet, everyone's just like, rah. I've literally seen people come to blows over that. Like, hey, it's crazy. Feyernood shot, corner, keeper says no. Rui Patricio says no. The man said, DG watching his idol. Anyone who watches FM, you would think it's Mourinho in a mask, hella dark arts and passion without the ability. Hey, but at the same time, we've got trophies. Rashford engaged to who? Well, he's a baller, innit? They can do all that stuff, young man. If I had Raheem Sterling's money, I'd have bare youths, man. You think if I won Premier League, would have my own football team would be coming out to take pictures with that Premier League trophy? Crazy. It's crazy, isn't it, Dave? Crazy. Eddie and Ketia. They coming here and stealing our jobs. Zenolio. Shout out Eddie, though. I respect it. And obviously, your marketability should go up. If you start playing for Ghana, you get it. You're no longer a Rebo. Petit wants Arsenal to make a move for Zaha or send Maximin via the Daily Express. Big up him, but I mean, it'd be lit. They both believe in themselves. I think we need some players with a bit of self-belief, if I'm honest with you. Rome on this right-hand side. They've tried to find their runners. It hasn't banged, though. Bit of a quiet day for Malancia, the left-back for Feyenoord. I like him a lot. He was linked with United. Obviously, bare Dutchmen are going to get linked with Ten Hag and that. Zaha ship sailed, yeah, it has. But then again, he's 29 and that. When did Vardy come from? So if Vardy came Premier, like I think it's 27, but I'm gonna cap and say 29. 30 in November. And the thing is, you've given Eddie 100 bags, so what does that tell all these other dons that are linked with Arsenal? It's crazy. 100 bags. Like, ain't my piece. I don't care. Like, hey, young guy from the ends getting 100 bags. I ain't gonna hate on that. I respect it. But from the club, what you lot on? Serious budge getting smoked. Shout out to Eddie though. Let's hope you can do your thing. But when it comes to the renewals of other dons, it's mad. Feyenoord in possession, folks. Hey, BT. Thank you. We're back. Zelewski, stepovers, cuts inside Meady. You're not going to make it if you do things like that. Fall into Pellegrini, the captain. Founds Cristante. One thing I think both teams have done, they've not given much space away. Is that a good ball into the box? It's a fantastic ball. Fantastic ball. Fantastic goal. Roma 1. Feyenoord 0. Zinolio has scored and drawn first blood. Jose Mourinho telling everyone to calm the hell down. This is a final, big man. Fantastic pass. Roma have drawn first blood. Roma 1, Feyenoord 0. 15, well, not exactly 15, but you get the point. Fantastic pass. And Feyenoord have it all to do. That is a fantasy. Who played the pass? I can't even tell. I don't even know who played that pass, but that's a ball straight over the centre-back's head. Defenders not clearing their lines. That's a lesson for young players. Get out of the, clear your lines. Not clearing the lines. Ball's gone over Pookie's head. So Nolio's poked it in. It's peak. Big up Feyenoord, but they got a little to do now. And the game should open up, which is dangerous. Very, very dangerous, folks. Nah, I ain't offside. Nothing wrong with that, man. That's a good run. They didn't. The centre backs are playing him on. Big up Jose. And maybe that settles down. I mean, Feyenoord started to better the teams. They're still not out of it. And they're here down this left-hand side. Foul given against Chris Smalling. Cute finish. 73 likes. Tough crowd. Let's get to 200 before the stream ends. Let's focus on 100. Let's play opposition a bit. Shout out to everyone who's hit the like button. That's not me, man. I'm just happy to be here. Big up you lot for tuning in. Charles Zanolio he's had 2 bastard AFC and ACL injuries. It's peak. Pardon me, it's peak. How deep that is. Shout Van Dijk as well for coming back from that. Pardon me. If you had to pick between Tammy or Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who are you picking? Tammy, bro. For Arsenal, maybe Calvert-Lewin's a cheaper option. I say that. They probably want to keep him. And I know he had a stinker of a season, but Tammy, man, I just prefer the way Tammy plays. I know that Dominic Calvert-Lewin's, I think anyways, he's got more to his game than giving credit for. But yeah, great play by the left winger for Feyenoord, but he's going the wrong way. Feyenoord, be strong, Dessers. Dessers not strong enough, lost the ball. Crazy. Tammy Abraham getting the crowd going. I'm trying to get that Resimo tax, boy. I respect it. We got to do what we got to do. I do like how Tammy likes to work the channels. But, bro, stay in the middle, man. That's what I want at Arsenal. Obviously, you need to drop deep and all of that BS, but drop deep, man. Stay in the middle. Like, just, bro, I want the next guy at Arsenal. So I'm a goal scorer, bro. Throw into Roma. Zenolio. Corner kick. Surely, ref. Don't get fooled. Thank you. He scored. Yeah. Boy. Hopefully, I mean, Feyenoord, sorry, but, you either got to score 2 goals or whatever. No, I'm trying to see 9 minutes of this. You're done, man. Say it, people. Corner to Roma. Hey. 10 minutes until 10:30. Oh shit, my phone dropped. Excited. You know, Feyenoord in possession. Nah, again. Oh, hey. But Feyenoord, that's a good ball. Right, Bear missed on the pitch. Chris Smalling not getting finessed by that. DG Tammy usually stays centrally. This game it's tactical. I hear that. No, it's nothing. Oh, handbags, yeah. I bang him. Yes, we need this in a final. Nelson, don't bless the beef, man. Gas them. Your team needs this. Stop trying to tell people to leave it. Bang him. What did it start? What did you do to Smalling? The two Love Island youths getting at it. Oh, Smalling's did he need a minute? What did Smalling? I can't lie. What did you do? He's kind of hit out with the elbow. Bang him. Stop blessing the beef, man. This is a final. Come on. And there's more handbags. Yeah. This is what it's all about. Pellegrini, yellow card, ref. They're grown men. Just talk to them. You don't need to card people. I love it. Yeah. Jose getting the pen out. In honor of my Don Jose. Where's my pen as well? I don't even know what we're writing. Putting it down as well, just like Jose. My guy. Energy. Roma have Feyenoord where they want them. Feyenoord on the serious note have to keep their heads. Chelsea trying to buy Nkunku. Lit. Obviously, Tuchel must know all about him. He worked with him at PSG, I swear. And obviously, he must still watch Bundesliga. Tammy Abraham wins the header. Can't lie, Koku, I ain't seen you. You're getting stage fright still. Feyenoord could get a second here. No, they can't. They've read it well, Feyenoord. I mean, Roma could get a second. Can't lie, man. Tammy, you're a good baller. Still ref. Out against Roma. Handbags, man. You need it. You need the energy, man. What's football without that argy-bargy, mate? It's not really football at all. I'm not rating Nkunku's thing. Why? Is it more confirmation needed? Reece Nelson on this right-hand side. Reece, Hudson Odoi thing that. I don't know about that. I can't lie. I do think Reece Nelson's a very predictable on the right-hand side. I think the left is your thing. And there could be a little role for you there. Like, it's a bit open season. Come on, S. I hope you're doing better, mate. You at Hammer? Shout out to you. I think you got West Ham done in your picture. That tattoo on Zanolio's left-hand side is wavy. I wouldn't do that, but it looks wavy still. I see the angle with the Tammy thing properly now. I see it. I see the angle. I wanted, like, obviously I would have taken him last summer when we linked with him. I said so, but I see it now. I see it. Look at Tammy's movement in the box. Centre back, you need to be aware. Ball doesn't come in. Come on. Shout the Hammers, man. I'm a Hammer, but I'm an admirer of Jose, so I want Roma to win this. I'd be lying if I said I weren't all for the beef in football. I'm here for it, man. What's football without it? Ooh, ref. It's a meaty tackle. Reece Nelson's on his back. I like how Reece likes to play them little 1-2s, but that weren't the place to do it. Tammy Abraham, give and go. Give it back to him. All right, good pass. Calm shot. Can you put a ball in? Let's see if you're going to make it. That's a good ball. No one there, though, and I'm lying. It's a terrible pass. Not physical enough for the Prem and his technical ability. Shaky. Ooh. I think you're being a bit harsh with the physical stuff, you know. I think you're being a bit harsh on Nkunku, physically, of all things. Technical levels are all right. I hear you, though. If I was a Chelsea fan, I just wouldn't really want a false nine. I would, you know, man need someone who's going to score goals. By all means, bring that, but it's a bit like Arsenal. We need someone that can, man need dons that are going to score goals first and foremost. Obviously, Nkunku has a strong body of goals in the last 18 months, specifically this season. But the false nine thing scares me. Obviously, to be fair, you went for Lukaku and it didn't work. And arguably the false nines, when you've gone with more recently Havertz, it's worked out better, really. I think he's good, though, man. I think technically he's sound. I know he's not the best sort of guy, but he kind of does that Lacazette thing. I think he He dives when he needs to. He does the dark arts thing. And this number 3 could play in the Prem, in my opinion. Not for my club, though. But, yeah. Oh, shaky goalkeeper from Rui Patricio. Football without beef is boring. People hate Richarlison, but I love it. His technical level is decent. What I'm hearing now, his technical level is decent. Still, I can't lie. I think you're being a bit harsh, Top Blue, man. I think you're being very harsh on him still. Tammy, less aggressive, less physical. Diego Costa. Nah, he's just Tammy Abraham still. I don't see that one. I hear it, though. PSG will sell Neymar for the right price. What's the right price? And there's only a couple teams that could probably buy him. If Chelsea are still on the Jose Marie, on the Abramovich thing, and they're ready to mash up their wage structure, then they can grab him. United can grab him. City could grab him. I don't know if Pep will do that. In theory, the Spanish clubs can grab him, specifically Real Madrid and Barca. They're probably not going to. He's probably not going to go back to Barcelona. Real Madrid's probably a non-story. Potential head injury for Feyenoord. Hope it's nothing serious for Dessers and he's able to continue playing. But right now, is what it is. We're on the eve of half-time, folks. I think it's been a fairly even contest. I don't think both keepers have really been tested. I think both teams have not been shy. Been pleasantly surprised by Feyenoord, but fundamentally, they're losing a 0-0. Good finish by Zenolio, even better pass, really. It's still 1-0. It's still open season. It's still anyone's game. Nkunku needs another year to properly establish himself. Clubs wouldn't want to get fleeced like we did with Pepe. It's true. Or Lukaku or Ndombele. I had to just, other people got to be part of it. Misery loves company, innit? And for Nkunku, you can't turn down the move. He's been linked with Madrid, but you're in this, you're doing well. You're comfortable at your club. You've got a World Cup year. Not just him, but is it wise necessarily to move during a World Cup year? Because if it bangs, it bangs. But let's just say you struggle with the league and the system and all these things, it might cost you a place. Surely it's the element of it's got to be a bit difficult to do business to a degree for Premier League clubs. And also when you sprinkle on top, the season is starting earlier as well. Corner to Roma anyways. Can they get a second? It's tripled all the way through. Feyenoord have cleared their lines. No, I spoke too soon. They could be on the counter here. Smalling in no man's land. It's Dessa versus the world. Get your head up. There's only Nelson and my man to the right-hand side. He's done very well. Feyenoord have to ask a question of the goalie. This attack has to result in it. Well, I spoke too soon. He's lost it. You're not going to make it, are you? Are you? Fuck is that about, lad? He's a bit like Werner, but now he's erratic. I think you're being very harsh. Oh, you talking about Tammy or Nkunku? Either way, I think you're being harsh, man. Stay at Leipzig another year, I think. I ain't too sure on him right now. I believe in Bundesliga tax. I'd say I apply about 20% Bundesliga tax to Nkunku. I've been slowly converted into the false nine Nkunku thing. I think he should do the striker thing. I was of the belief he should still be a midfielder, but I see the false nine, why he would do it. But you're right, man. Tammy Abraham on this left-hand side. Good play here. You might as well bang it. You earned it. Tries to set up a man, slightly lost his footing, and it's resulted in a goal kick. But yeah, man. Are you into NBA? Yeah, come on, man. Shout out the Bulls and that. We was unlucky, but you get me? Next season. Soon, man. NBA thing and that. Me, Nelson's got forward at times, but he's not standing out. Can't lie. I like this Feyenoord's number 3, the right back. He's kind of techie still. Like, obviously, I'm not saying to buy him in that, but yeah. He's a left wing, in my opinion. I'm just not convinced. All I can say is you got to prove you're wrong, innit? And Nkunku ain't playing up front in the Prem. Harsh, man. Harsh. But then you just have to see how the man's development's going, innit? Really? I'd be a bit encouraged by the fact that Tuchel's worked with him and that. Patrick Schick, I'm not really on it still. I'd rather give Eddie and them man chance. I just don't like Patrick Schick as a footballer. He scores goals and that. Knowing someone's not your cup of tea is just not it. Reece Nelson goes for the 1-2. Bang it, my guy. Ref handball. Reece Nelson, thunderous shot. Cannons off a Roma shirt. Extreme cap with that terminology, but I'm shameless. Hey, Ainsley, you got chip? Because that's all Ainsley should be doing at this moment. It's on the left-hand side with Feyenoord. That's a good ball. Make something out of it. Anytime Patricio's had to deal with it, he's flapping at it. 4 minutes of added on time in his first half. Would you take that? No. Same way there's tax in the Prem because some of the players in England are bare passion, no talent. English tax is just, you're overpaying for players. I'm happy to see Tomori and Tammy getting their call-ups. They deserve it. It's very true on my side that I want to stay at PSG. Afterwards, no one said anything to me earlier. Right? If you're getting Jesus, don't expect 20 goals a year. He's a top footballer ability-wise, but he ain't that on a goal-scoring level. As much as I'm happy with Jesus, then if we're not bringing goal scorers, man's been down this work rate thing. You should be working hard, bro. Like, and I want Gab Jesus, but Pep Guardiola and his national team manager, they just talk about work rate. Pardon me, 8 goals in the Prem. I hope, as I said earlier, with the platform he can do a thing. But yeah, honestly, people, I can't hear the commentary. I don't know what the ref's doing. The ref is just taking the ball and sprinted a couple yards. Some Buki drop ball thing, but yeah, plays continued. That's dead, boy. You know I got talent. You can run bands, but you know I can play ball. I ain't the best, but I can do a little shimmy. Danny, no one has seen any drillings from you. Stick to the commentary, my friend. You bust your leg. Would you try and step overs or something? Ooh, number 17 just sent someone shot on a humble thing. I feel like John Terry, Robbie Savage. I'll take it from the G1s and the GOs and all of them. I'm not fucking Danny the Fanny. With the same retarded joke, pardon my language. Eat week in, week out. Fucking hell, man. Have some respect. You never did it. I reckon Jesus would slap in a 2-striker system, but who plays that anymore? Trials. What would be your rating for Ainsley Maitland-Niles' loan at Rome? She'd have to, probably a 2-3, 1, 2, 3. I'd say I'll give you extra points because you must have learned stuff and whatnot, but you're not playing, fam. You ain't put yourself in the shop window. At no point has any Arsenal fan had that conversation of, do we bring him back? Man, have said that about Guendouzi, rightly or wrongly. Saliba, young Brook Norton Coffee, flipping even Torreira. No one has said that about my man. So you're not doing what, even of late, Nelson. No one has said that. Anyone that's saying that is because they don't really rate Cedric or they've still got some love affair with the Haaland boy, really. I can't stand Souček, so I'm taking James Ward-Prowse or Phillips all day. Bro, first West Ham fan I've seen. Maybe obviously I'm not in touch with West Ham and what they're doing in it, and I'm not watching them week in, week out. But I didn't think people would get onto Souček. Roma could be in here, good defending by Feyenoord's number 4. Lives to fight another day. Cocu in possession. You got to be a bit more. You've probably let the occasion get to you. Good pass by him though. A minute left of this added on time, people. Roma down this have to some defending to do down this left hand side. I lied because Feyenoord have played it in the middle. It has to end in a shot. That's Feyenoord's problem. It ain't resulted in an effort. Nelson, see it out. It's a corner, bro. It's a corner, bro. Thank you. Corner kick, ref. Half a second left. They have to give them that corner. He's doing okay. He's not standing out. Strikers who can just put the ball in the back of the net are a dying breed because it's all system thing now. It's all a system thing now. Like, really, it's not really important. Like, you can get away with just working hard and that. It sounds mad, but there's very few strikers that you look at are expected to score goals. Jesus isn't. Lacazette isn't. Ronaldo is. Haaland will be. Tammy is. But go through the whole Prem. Firmino, when he was playing starting week in, week out, weren't necessarily expected to score goals in Liverpool system. You know? You can't necessarily, obviously, Havertz cost 90 million. He's wavy and that, but you can't expect him to score goals through the middle. You definitely can't expect Werner to. Lukaku, there's an expectation to do that because that's the one thing saving grace, really. But you go through half the teams in the Prem. Aubameyang was when he was here. Kane obviously is because he's Kane. He does it. Obviously, Kane does the dropping deep and getting involved in that. Could you even say Chris Wood over there at Newcastle? Was he expected to score goals? I don't know. Was Eddie, when he got his chance, expected to score goals beyond the obvious? You lot tell me, man. 88 likes, tough crowd, man. You lot violating, man. What's going on? Exactly. The game's changed. The game has changed. But at the same time, bro, there's a drought for strikers, isn't it? Like, obviously, there's strikers about this time next year, whether you support Arsenal, Chelsea, United, or whatever, we'll be sitting here, halftime, by the way, people. We'll be sitting here talking about the next striker. Like it's Darwin Núñez, it was Vlahovic at a point, Osimhen. We'll be talking about some random Don next year who's not necessarily being spoken of now. So they've got to be there somewhere. But definitely in my 27 years, this is probably where there's not really a household bunch. Like there was all different calibers, really. You know, obviously Mitrovic's strike attacks and that, but he's probably one of the only strikers I can look at and think have a strong body of goals, you know, this season, really. Strikers aren't, and like you said, it's more the system thing, really. It seems like teams are focusing more on the middle third of the game. Footballers, in general, all the footballers are really system players, really, at this moment in time. There's individuality, and that is probably, I would say, at its collective lowest. Like even two players I like a lot, Kevin De Bruyne and Trent Alexander-Arnold, is take nothing away from either player, but it's spam stuff, really. Like it's not, it's techers, but it's not what I grew up on seeing as techers and that. Like it's just, all right, I'm gonna focus on in training hitting the ball 100 times in the same spot at the same time, the same cross or the same. You get it? Like obviously they've got techers and that, but it's not really a skillers thing anymore, man. Mitrovic can't hack Prem though. I know that's what I said, championship tax, but how many strikers have a strong body of goals, really? Like we used to be able to sit there or say guys that could play for the biggest teams in Europe, then the second biggest, and the third biggest, and this, that, and the other. I wouldn't say I'm scared of Newcastle's potential. I expect everyone to want to improve it. It's the Prem, innit? They say it's the NBA of the football leagues. Don't knock it if it works. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that's what is creativity these days. I'm not knocking it at all. Not knocking it at all. I wouldn't say there's too many footballers I genuinely enjoy watching. One footballer I did enjoy watching was actually Payet this year, you know, to be fair with you, through obviously doing Saliba watch and that. But yeah, fam, like I wouldn't even, there's not too many footballers like in the Prem. Who would I say I enjoy watching? I guess by default, Kevin De Bruyne and that, Trent and that. I do like watching Foden. Obviously, exclude the Arsenal players. Out of Arsenal, I'd say really he's scrappy with it, but Martinelli, so he doesn't really apply to this. But I'd say in terms of that, Odegaard, really. I think Kulusevski can ball in that. Son can ball in that. Kane drops deep in that. You can throw him into that. I like how Sancho tries to play. And there's a bunch of others, half the City players and whatnot. But yeah, man. Talk well, Mr. Deluded. Enjoy the show. I appreciate that, Robert, man. Thank you. Fully agree. That's why strikers like Kane are dropping deep, and Aubameyang was thrown out of Arsenal because they didn't fit the systems. The difference is that Harry Kane is more complete. Aubameyang, you just got to score goals. If you don't score goals, you harm the team, innit? It's like Lacazette. You can allow Lacazette because he wasn't necessarily scoring goals, but he was balancing the team and he would drop deep and play the link-up play. When you're not doing that and you don't score goals, you harm the system, which is why you saw Eddie obviously get his chance and right now take it. But what I would like to see where Arsenal's concerned next season is like, well, it's accidental stuff, really. Like, again, ifs and buts of football. But if Aubameyang behaved himself or him and Arteta didn't beef, we might not have seen the talk about Lacazette new deal once upon a time. And we might not be where we're at with Eddie. I don't know, though. Fantastic talks, people. 98 likes. Flirting, man. Twitch gang. Top formers ever, man. Next year, I can see it already, man. Nketiah and Jesus are striking options. Jesus gets injured and we turn to Eddie, who realistically isn't good enough. We're never going to get where we want to be with these standards and players, man. Harsh. How I see it is that everyone is getting sucked to the middle of the park. Goalkeepers and strikers have to be equally good with their feet. So it's more that goals come from everywhere, even though we say goal scores is dying, but we score more goals now than 5-10 years. You're right, Gio, spot on. But yeah, you're right. As I was saying, it's all the middle third now, isn't it? It's geared towards the middle third. Rafino. Lit player, but I guess so. But Pedro Net, I don't know, I don't know. I said Maximin, Diaz, you're right. Thiago, Bernardo, true. Zaha, when you think about it. I like Bakayo, but throw him into that A-Len and that. Mahrez when he's on it. Yeah, but centre-backs is different. It's defending, isn't it? Like, who doesn't like to see good defenders? Diaz. Like I said, when you're put on the spot, it's difficult, man. You can't, man. Individualism's gone. If you're not Messi and Neymar and them guys, then to a degree, individualism's irrelevant, really. Like, there might come a point saying Maximin might start harming Newcastle's team. Really, it's because he's lit. And I wouldn't say they're punching to have that player, but they're punching. When they get to a certain standard, you might harm them, really. If you're not them sort of Messi's and that, there's no point. That's why you saw James and Ozil and these sort of players die out, because they didn't adapt, and the game left them, really. Unless your 10's putting up better numbers, you can't do the elegant walking around thing again. You only need your striker dropping if your midfield is not certain. No other reason to. I hear that, but also to make runs, because I do want my striker to obviously look at what Tammy's done. He's made space for others. Indirectly in that goal that Zanolio ended up bagging, Tammy's run. So you need it, but still. They do try it. To be fair, there's a couple of talent. What? Palace picked up a couple guys for peanuts as well. What's the latest on Telemans? I really hoped we target a more defensively solid midfielder like Calvin Phillips. Odegaard, Partey, and Telemans is unbalanced for me. I don't know, man. It seemed, I wouldn't say we're close to getting him. I haven't heard talks of bidding and stuff. Beyond what we know about his agent having numerous talks with Edu, his willingness to probably play Europa League football now, or not probably, you got no choice if you sign for Arsenal. And obviously, the fact that Arteta's trying to pressure the board to place the 25 million offer, there's next to nothing, really. Next to nothing. Literally, like. What you think of El Nene's contract? I mean, ideally, you'd want to, I'll be real, just bring in some new midfielders. But with the more fixtures and whatnot next season, it's a calm thing to do. It's not really, it is what it is. You want him to play extremely bit part in the season, but could do a lot worse, man. I wouldn't say no brainer, but yeah, man. I can't lie. I think Ize's lit, but Elise is the one for me. I don't know nothing, but I like Ize, but I think man gas it a lot. I really think Elise is the one really that can be lit. I'm not saying Ize can't do dirt. He's a lit player in that, but I think Elise ceiling is the one. This might sound crazy, but in 2-3 years, I see teams playing with one centre-back and two full-backs, congestion in midfield. They passed that. Maybe. You never know. Trust, I'm happy. Big up Eddie, man, getting his piece. And this is the difference, man. If the strikers dragging defenders with them, I'm fine with it. But if they're doing CDM for no reason, I'm not here for it, trust. Ooh, Captain, I knew this question. This is a question that I know I'm going to have to answer several times next season. And the inevitable one where Arsenal are looking at one place in the league. Do you think Arsenal should focus on the Europa League football? I think it's an underrated competition, place for Champions League, good money, and more games for young players to develop. We've got nothing else to focus. But I mean, Chelsea got to 2 finals and won the Champions League and, didn't really fight for the league, but they're aspiring to. Liverpool, where the quadruple thing was there. City are trying to compete. You need to compete on multiple fronts. So, yeah, go as far as you can in the Europa League. Go as far as you can in the league, qualifying for top 4 via the normal route. And obviously the domestic cups. If there comes a scenario where Arsenal may have to focus on one, then fair play. But I personally always think that is one of the most dangerous things you can do, to be fair with you. Anything less than the final is failure, where the Europa League is concerned. In my humble opinion. If you got into the Champions League, which we didn't, I'd say, all right, cool, get out the group stage and we can work with it. But yeah, man, it could work. But, you'd probably have to play a high line. Your team has to be extremely better. Gooner loser, come on, you Spurs. Shout out to you. But yeah, man, we're losing a couple of years. If football ends tomorrow, no one fucking remembers Spurs, mate. To be fair, you have got more silverware than us. Son sharing the golden boot and that. I hear it, man. I hear it. I had to. I got nothing else, man. Spurs fan calling me a loser. What world are we coming to, man? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. One bit. Shout out to you lot, man. Shout out to you lot watching the Twitch ads as well. Listen, knowing Arsenal, well, whoever wins the Champions League this year is somehow going to drop into Europa League and playoffs. But boy, it's a decent and next season I need to know Arteta can manage the squad because let's be honest, Europa League you do not have. I don't want to say not take it seriously, but let's be honest. Once you get out the group stages, you have to play your strongest team. You're really just going to play young guys that are not getting minutes, maybe new signings that are adjusting. Obviously, assuming nobody signed for Arsenal, Europa League is El Nene, Lokonga, Tavares, Cedric, these sort of guys. Ainsley, if he's still here, Nelson, if he's still here, these sort of guys. So now I want to know how you manage the squad because ideally, big up Saka, but so I need to know how you're gonna manage the squad, really. Simple as that. You can get that collab, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Sorry, people just replying to emails. Hope so. Ajax own Spurs. I don't know about that, but for me, a striker, goal scorer. If I'm a manager, I don't care about anything else. If I'm Arsenal manager, I only care about goals right now. It's a difficult one because the striker needs to balance the system, but they also need to score. Lacazette fits Arsenal's system. He's not bringing goals to the table. You know, Lukaku scores goals. He's not doing that at Chelsea. So it's difficult. You need to kind of give or take. They need to half be able to do it. Like, if I could make Arsenal's ideal striker for me personally, the obvious, being able to drop deep, being able to work the flanks and mix it up, and that, again, the obvious, being able to score goals. But I would also say, for me personally, someone that can just hold the ball up, like kind of what Lacazette's doing, but with a yard of pace, because I just look at a couple of games away from home, we keep smacking it over the top into Martinelli or into Saka, and obviously teams are going to read that. I'm not saying they won't read it if you play it into someone's chest, but that can get you further up the pitch, that can earn you some sort of fouls. I would like that. That's obviously an added one, but I would like that. That's just something I've seen that's kind of bugged me in away games for Arsenal, especially when we're up against it and we've got no outlet. We ain't got no mad skiller that's gonna, be a prime Alexis Sanchez dance past bare dons. We haven't really got that. We haven't actually got that number 8 that wants the ball under pressure, kind of like what Kovacic will do, earn you some fouls. We ain't got, as I was explaining, the striker. So you need one of them. And obviously on the best of days, but especially away from home, especially when we're like this season, we could have done with that at Newcastle, at Selhurst Park, at White Hart Lane, at Brighton's place, and many a time, really and truly, if I'm completely honest with you. It's an interesting one, nonetheless. Can't lie, you lot are making the content still. So what we're gonna do is, that's a timestamp. Forwards the bite, mate. That drink looks nice, man. Weird one, but that's looking cold. I ain't advertising the minute it's fruit punch. If they want advertisement, shout me in it, but it's just fruit punch. I bought it for the Maggie still. Love for that. True. Big up DG, shout Rochelle. I swear you're one of the hardest working around. Smash the like button, people. Thank you. You don't work hard, you're not gonna thrive in it. I'm just trying to work smart, really and truly, man. But appreciate that. Not kinda really, just able to do it because we ain't got an outlet. Like we just smack the ball. And again, people listen. The more Saka plays, the more people look. What are you gonna do if you know what Saka is? You don't give him space. Naturally, like any attacker, Ronaldo, you try and mark him. So we need other outlets, really. And I just feel, especially away from home, because we try and do the neat little 1-2s and whatnot. That's just an added thing for me. That Schumacher guy's decent. Still, apparently, the Athletic said Arsenal are interested in him. But at the same time, he looks like, and it sounds like, he's them dons that just want to stay in Italy, at least for now. That's it. But I worry for our striker, though, man. I worry for our striker because the way it's looking now, I still expect the striker to score goals regardless, but there's not really any service there. We're not really creating much like that. And if we sign the number 8 and you sign a striker, there needs to be movement. There's not enough movement. Like, one thing that jars me, our players have to drop deep too many times. Odegaard on that right-hand side, way too deep. Saka on the halfway line. It's no coincidence our players look good when they're running against the run of play. Half of Odegaard's highlights are him doing cute little back heels and that on the edge of the area and things. And that's where you want your 10. Think about it logically. if you can see Ronaldo, for example, United, sometimes Ronaldo's getting no service out of how Ronaldo's been since he's become this goal scorer. And I weren't watching Juventus week in, week out, but he's never in the box really for United. Maybe because he doesn't feel he's getting enough service really. So it's kind of that sort of logic, man. We need energy. Like, we need movement. Like, you know, because the striker needs to, you know, he needs to work as a decoy. The centre-backs are going to follow him, take advantage of the space. So I need to know, it's a coaching thing among anything as well for Mikel Arteta, because you're going to sign, there's no point going and buying chicken and that. You need to know how you're going to wash it, season it and whatnot, or you're not going to have a meal, innit? So the coaching, especially if you sign Eddie Nketiah and Jesus, they don't have a strong body of goal scoring records. I hope they got the potential to do it. I hope we did, because they got time on their side. But yeah, second half soon land, people. Roma will kick off. And they have done that. Tammy gets it going for us. Second half settings. We might be dead, man, but A's up till I freeze up, man. Made my bed lying in it, man. Arsenal could be good shit. That's my club. But I'm a fan of the game first, my football club second, man. DG, do your brethren have questionable football opinions? Yeah, fuck. All right, shout out AK. Your opinions are shit. His opinion, bruv, this guy, he makes me mad. Like, his opinions are horrible, horrible. I can't lie. You're my guy, but you got the worst opinions. Everything he says is horrible. Like, everything. I ain't even got no example. Everything. Like, apart from when he talks about Benzema and that, horrible opinions. So, yeah, man. One of my boys was saying Conte has a better Prem legacy than Klopp, and with the right signings, Conte will challenge for the league next season. I mean, they both got one Premier League title, so I guess it's questionable. But I would say in the widest things, I'll disagree. Wouldn't say it's as mad as one would say, but I do think it's kind of preposterous. And maybe with the right signings, Conte's serious, but I think Spurs need depth as well as quality, much like us. Trust. Corner kick to Feyenoord, one from the training ground. Meaty. It's trickled all the way through. It's hit the post. Feyenoord can't flush. Can someone shoot? It's not gone in. How have you not scored? Rui Patricio, keeper's earning his keep. Are they appealing for handball or something? The set piece routine didn't look like it was going to work. It's fizzed across. Only God could tell you if that's deflected off a defender or whatnot. Probably should have bagged there, really. What has happened there? It's trickled up and cannoned off the... God, Jesus. Smash the lights. Exactly, man. People don't think about that enough. When them midfielders go and get in wide areas, rather there's a penalty check. Leave it out. Maybe I've missed it, but leave it out. They could never... Whoa. Maybe it has come off a hand. Whoa. If this is a penalty, whoa. I think that's a sheg. You're wasting time, man, referee, man. You're wasting everyone's time. This ain't a pen. Check over. No pen. Come on. All right. Do you know what? As much as I get at the ref, at least they're attempting to make the right decisions. It's a corner to Feyenoord. Come on, ref. What's going on? Ref's talking to Pellegrini and Sensio. I said Sensio. Senistera. Short corner again. Malancia's pull it into the box. Meaty. Sometimes just put the crosses in normally, man. Not everyday set piece routines. Arts questions, man. Yo, pal, long time viewer. Love the watch alongs. Appreciate that, Oscar. One love for that, man. Ref. Pardon me. Dark Arts from Zenolio kicks the ball away as he concedes a foul. I like Arteta as a coach, but it makes no sense why he's got this level of PR time and money. If we give Conte the money he's had, I'm convinced we would be better than Chelsea and our football would be at a lot higher level. But Conte's not on the young players, though, so it's not going to bang. And Conte would be too demanding for our board, same way you saw the reports come out with United. But if Conte's going to knock on the door, like, what do you mean you're shotting Aubameyang or you were tearing up his contract and you're not bringing in the next striker? Like, he's not on that. DG, what do you think of a back three with no wing backs? It all depends how it's played. You know, my team have to be 9 times out of 10 on the Liverpool thing or the City thing where we're just going to dominate every team. It depends, man. And it all depends on the midfielders at my disposal and my team's collective defensive know-how, but I'm not against it. Koku plays a lovely searching ball. Sinistera in possession. He needs to get his head up, but there's no options. Tries to drive into the box. It's good defending. He's played it on the edge of the area. The touch hasn't set his man up. Someone hit it. It's later. Malancia. It's a good shot. It's parried by Patricio. This game is lit still. Onto the post. Feyernood. Energy. Patricio finally having to work. Exactly. And he's not long term. For me, it's like bringing in Jose. If you're not trying to do the winning thing, then there's no point bringing in Conte and these things. Like, come on, blame Spurs for punching and getting him, but you know what time it is. He's not on the joke thing. Corner to Feyenoord again. It's flicked on. Oh, he can't. I believe Dessa can't make connection with that. If he does, it's 1-1. Roma with a spot of defending is still alive. Malancia, oh Lord. I don't know what that was, a cross or a shot. He has to say someone flashed a light in his eye. I don't know what happened there. Why do you think Arsenal and Arteta... Why do you think Arsenal are giving Mikel all this time and money, but weren't willing to do the same with Emre and to some extent Wenger in the end? I don't know for Wenger, but Emre, he only got sacked at the really end because some people wanted to give him a new deal. And I would say fundamentally because they believe in Arteta and he fits in with what they're doing, innit? That's why. Feyenoord have had 7 attempts. Jose's had 2. Who's winning? Feyenoord are pushing. They are, man. You've got to, man. It's a final. You don't want to have no regrets. Tammy Abraham could be, oh, shit. Oh, how is he not? How has Tammy not got a yellow card? Number 4 for Feyenoord has made a mistake. Tammy's running in behind. He's pulled his hand on the slide. It would have been 2-0. I respect it. You're going places, my friend, regardless of the result. You're going places. How the referee hasn't given Tammy a foul, I don't know, but it hasn't, innit? Koku and Feyenoord advance. Bracy. Yeah, if we're doing the Wenger thing with bare techie players, yeah, why not? Why not? But it all depends on the players at my disposal. I can't like, Tammy, stop snitching, bruh. He got conned. How has he not been given? And that's, do you know what, Tammy, you're too honest. He should have dropped. He's had a look, waited for Tammy to run across, pulled his hand on the slide. Oh, I'm trying to defend. Oh, I looked into him. Tammy looking in disbelief. Oh, God, I respect it. Eddie Guerrero settings. Patricio collects. Feyenoord are pushing. Feyenoord are giving a real go at this, but still losing 1-0, innit? Feyenoord's Reece Nelson in possession. Come on, boy. Found a good pass. Ref, that's a foul. Ref, come on, bro. And you're giving it for them. You should have pulled it back. What do you think of Nelson's development? Started off slow with some injuries, but finding his feet now, getting some confidence. Still kind of where we left off in that obviously there's something for him to build upon next season, but we're in the same place in that we don't actually know where we stand with Reece Nelson. Contracted until 2023. Something needs to be done, innit? And I hope he badly gets an opportunity, but probably needs to either stay at Feyenoord permanently or go somewhere where you kind of know where you stand. You can stay for a couple of seasons and do your thing. But saying that, Eddie was in this situation. Smith Rowe was kind of part of this group until he got his opportunity the tail end of last season. You never know what a couple of games could do, you know, especially because you want to give Saka a chance as well to rest, but probably one that probably needs to, unfortunately. Trust, I don't know why. Tammy, that's where you've got to be a bit more, you know, you're being a bit too honest, and he had every reason to, but if he goes down, ref looks at that. Reece Nelson looking to take his man on, looked like the ball was moving faster than his brain there, and on this occasion, he just can't be successful. He's been okay, 6 out of 10. DG, what do you see in a player to say you can't trust them improving defensively? Truthfully, you can't say much, but it's about the mentality. Like I look at Tavares, you know, right? You don't look like someone that wants to think like a defender. So I don't know. Do you think an unathletic number 8 can be well? Because it all depends, you know, if they're a great passer on the ball, etc. Why not? Nelson is up for it, but I wouldn't say he's pulling up any trees and that. It's not performance for the ages. It's not one to, you know, field the question and start tweeting, can he get an opportunity next season and that. Koku, not really done much. Couple cute passes, good passing range, but not really done much. Probably let the occasion get to him. Melanza, who I like this left back at Feyenoord, man. I reckon he's on the move in the summer. I don't know that. I just have a hunch. Not standing out exactly. Roma clear their lines. I can't lie, Roma, the last 10 or so minutes has all been in their half. They can't get out. Poor pass from Feyenoord. Curse of the commentator strikes as Roma are back in possession. Smalling. But again, it's going back to Feyenoord. Tavares does way too much. Would be a better player if he just passed the ball simple and didn't keep shooting. DG, do you reckon we could get Nunes from Benfica? Special player also. Don't you think? I don't know the rest of what you're saying. I mean, you've got a chance, but we ain't got Champions League football. We haven't got unlimited purse strings. Surely a fair amount of the wage budget is going towards Eddie Nketiah's 100 bags. Without, no. You've always got a chance, but yeah. I don't think there's a clause to start. I mean, Nelson was holding bench at the start, innit? He's earned his place. If I'm honest with you, shout out you lot, people. Top questions across Twitch and YouTube. It's appreciative. And I'm appreciative and it's appreciated. Sorry, people. Feyenoord in possession here. You know, they did that at the start of the first half, really. They came out kind of firing. But fundamentally, they're still losing. What do you think on 100K? Punching, innit? But 5 years kind of makes sense. You're not going to get a significant upgrade on that until you show such, innit? And then it also leaves, well, Eddie's future is tied down, but it leaves him what? He's 23 or something. It leaves him at 28 to seek a big deal. But overpaying 100%. And obviously, as I said, keen to see the knock-on effects it has, man. On other contracts. Because if you're on 100 bags, that's same as Saka, innit, right now? In fact, it's not. Because ain't he still on the same budget? I'm saying I can't get the same as Nketiah. And again, you have to see now that if he's 100 bags, that tells me he's used next season. Koku, what do you want to see in your winger? In the modern game numbers, I personally like my wingers who want to take people on, but I'd say for me in the modern game, you've got to be able to mix it up. You've got to be able to be a constant 1v1 threat, but you need to come into that half space just between like the opposition's box and the chalk on the side and operate in that middle area. I don't know if they're still about, but if you hear the way Van Gaal talks about goal scoring with Rashford, the way Alexis Sanchez spoke about the conversations and being certain areas with Arsene Wenger, the way Salah spoke about how it started to tick for him in Italy and how Klopp told him you need to kind of be closer to the goal. The same logic with Sterling and Pep. You kind of need to do that. They have the same agent and Balogun. Think about how much cha-ching he's made of Arsenal in the last 18 months. And I'm sure Kion Edwards as well, who's also signed a new deal. And I'm sure that's also the same agent as Jadon Sancho, who obviously completed, Oliveira said shot, who obviously just completed a 70-odd million pound move to United. He's eating still. I respect it. One thing I like, I believe it's Benny Bonsu. One thing I like, you can't say he doesn't have his client's best interests at heart, really. Elite player project or something. I don't remember the elite something. That's the agency name. Must be nice, man. Must be nice. Must be flipping nice, man. I mean, Eddie finished as the third top scorer, didn't start that much. Seems like he got mad self-confidence. I mean, you got to have self-confidence in yourself. If you don't believe, no one else can. But if we're looking at goal scoring, the ball's on the floor, innit? Like, Gabriel's one of our highest Premier League top goal scorers. What do you get? 4 or 5 goals? And I give Eddie a bit of a blind because obviously, if you look at how I think he's probably made 18, 19, 20 appearances in the Prem, not too many 90 minutes. So his stats are going to, Smalling survived. Smalling almost got memed. Survival. A little tumble there. Good last-ditch defending by Ibanez. They could have been in there. It could have been 1-1. He's taking a tumble. Needs to sort his boots out. Ibanez has saved his fellow centre-back's bacon. Very good tackle there. Saved his life, literally. Smalling almost got in trouble. So, yeah, man. Where was we? We was talking about goal scoring, innit? It's on the floor, fam. Like, chances created, goal scoring, like... Sorry, people, I'm still here. I need to put these on charge. We're taking a piss a bit, really, aren't we? Yeah. We haven't really got... Well, I say really. There is no goal scorers connected to the club. Where is my... Leopold's case, man? What the fuck's going on? Sorry, I'm still here. I've got all my flipping case. These need to charge. What? So yeah, it all depends really. Where's the flipping case, man? Both my airport cases go walkies, but what the fuck? Still here, folks. It's still 1-0 to Roma for those of you concerned. All right, we're just not gonna be able to charge that, then, are we? Fuck. Actual hell, man. Peak. That's annoying. This is the problem with wireless headphones, I guess. Big up you lot for tuning in same way anyways, people. FIFA ratings. Hopefully it doesn't go to pens. Less of that, man. Don't speak that into existence. We don't need penalties, especially in a game of this magnitude. It's quite meaty, really. Oh, no, man. Sorry, people. This is pissing me off. I want my case. Like, I'm sure I've seen this. Fuck, did I leave that? Really. Both cases. Well, guess we're not finding that. Not under this much pressure from you, look. On my phone. At least I could find the headphones. This is the bad side. This is what they don't tell you about wireless headphones, folks. Not losing shit. Speak. I feel like I had that like an hour ago. We have to just hold it up, man. I'll give up with it. I say that. Should really put these things down, man. Anyways, back to where we was, where this game, man. Trust. Roma under pressure, man, but Jose's about to try and mitigate against that because he's finna bring on the subs. You know Jose's too tactical, man. This was, in reality, this was a step too far for Roma, man. I mean, for Feyenoord. But they've given it their best shot, man. They've tried their best. That's all you can ask for. Really and truly. Malanza in possession. He's going to lose it. Got caught there. Overplaying. Good fullback. The chance creation better be up because we ain't getting goal scorers who can make something out of nothing. Trust. Is our going Betis? It looks like such. Pockets DG. Where's the trousers I had? Right, still. Hold on. I might be back. I'm back. Oi, 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 oi. Love for that. Oi, 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 my guy. Oi, I'm back. That was bugging me. I'm back. Oh my days. Big up you, man. We're back. Oi. The Aubameyang thing, like handshake thing, like it has to be done. Can this Roma side challenge for Serie A next season? I don't know. Are they better than Milan? Would you say? Are they better than Inter Milan? Are they better than Juventus? Even though Allegri's looking mad, man, getting up more times than Jack in the Box. Nah, I'm here now. I ain't got itchy. I ain't got ants in my pants, man. I'm calm. Pause. Corner to Roma now. We're back. Sorry, folks. I don't know, man. That bugs me at Arsenal. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our because it just seems like something that was so obvious to do. Like he's, you can't be going from getting linked with Arsenal, City, United, Juventus, Barcelona, Madrid, earmarked as one of them dons. I'm sure he's been in the French side. You can't go from that to like no one's really onto you. So as I said earlier on the live stream, when I see things like big up Spinazzola, who's come back from a mad injury as well. Nice to see him playing. When I see things like that, surely it's got to be something that if you're in the footballing world, you can see it, whether that's agent demands, whether that's concerns about whatever about our playing style or off the field or whatever. There's got to be something, surely. I mean, Betis have a good thingy, but let's be honest, no one expected Fekir and definitely Aouar to rock up there. It's dons like Bellerin that you expect there, realistically. You take nothing away from Pellegrini, and they did win a trophy. So, yeah, man. Still 1-0 to Roma. DG showed more movement than Lacazette. Lacazette did deserve that, man. He's probably somewhere doing up seizure in London, enjoying his life. Ball into the box by Roma. It's dealt with. Oliveira tried to catch it on the half volley, didn't bang. Final try to clear their lines. Would you take Belotti or Emmanuel Dennis, DJ, as a number 9? I'll take Emmanuel Dennis for the squad. Belotti, I'll take it for the squad. But probably is. There's got to be something. Like maybe there's nothing, and no one's just taking a chance. Because I do think that what shagged our has been the COVID market, and people are reluctant. And like he's always on the market when more wavier midfielders are. Like obviously, if you're Juventus, you're trying to get Pogba in the free and return that right now. There was a time all the range was Camavinga and that. So yeah, man. It all depends. I like him to, but he probably needs to have real clarity over his future. That might be worth moving away. Feyenoord tried to hit back. Comes to nothing. $86 minutes on the clock. I think he should come to Arsenal. Roman, Leon need the money. I'm not being funny, but bro, grab that, man. I swear when we signed Partey, there was rumors that Edu wanted to go for Partey. You wanted our grab that as well, man. Him and Telemans, fuck everything else. But bring Kessié. I wonder where Kessié. Well, he's agreed to go Barcelona, innit? I swear. So it all depends what's happening there. All final could be in here. No, they are not. Still, bro. But there's got to be something dodgy. Like someone says, is it a dodgy knee? Is it dodgy agents? Is it attitude? Like, there's got to be something. Do you not just want to deal with Leon? What have you been put up with? Completely different, but it might just be one of them things. Guimaraes was there. Not for as long, but he was there. You know? So they didn't take the chance. Very good player. I don't see Arsenal getting him. If it's 15 million, he should be here. I'll be honest, Charles. Our looks like he has arrogance. Managers hate that. We got to be careful, especially when we don't know him. But why not, man? Why not? I want arrogance. Maybe we don't have enough arrogance. I love the fact that Maddison comes across as arrogance. I think we need. I'm not saying no player at Arsenal doesn't believe in themselves, but I think we need players that believe in themselves. Level-headedness. You have a bad game, that's it. You just have a bad game. You have a good game, that's it. You just had a good game. Sometimes, in a positive way, it looks like, people start trying things. People have confidence. People start playing above their level. Like you've seen at Arsenal when things are going well. Even there was a time Cedric, Tavares, Holding, they all stepped in at points and did their thing or reacted well from mistakes. Likewise, if it's sunny, it's going to rain. When everything is going wrong and you've made a mistake and you're in a bit of bad form, people start hiding. There's only a couple of players that consistently, in my opinion, at Arsenal, you kind of see the same sort of thing regardless of what's going on. Granit Xhaka, one of them. Apparently, Feyenoord, at the time of talking, have made 372 passes to 171 from Roma. Roma have the important statistic, which is 1-0, which sees them put their hands on the European trophy. Pardon me, and it's coming Rome. Like they were screaming during the Euros, literally, if nothing changes. Pardon me, 129 likes. First things first. Thank you very much for hitting the like button. Can we try and get as far as we can to 200? You would under it on a manager's side in due time, DG. Nah, I like arrogance. I've coached. You're forgetting I've coached. I've seen arrogant little shits that if you was my niece, nephew, kid, brother, like this little snot-nosed brat brother, you need to behave yourself. And I've seen teenagers think it's the best. I like arrogance, but it all depends. There's a fine line. Arrogance and humility can live in it. I don't like how in life arrogance is seen as a bad thing. It's not. If you don't believe in yourself, someone else says. It's when it starts bordering on to overconfidence and that, then there's issues. Man said Malanza just spins for no reason. He loves it, innit? And by all means, for me, you've got to be wavy. If you're wavy and you're an arrogant little shit, then by all means, be arrogant. It's when you're shit and you're that's when I'll have a problem. Corner to Roma, it's settled all the way through. Oh, it should be 2-0. It's not. Good save from the keeper and it's cleared out. Can't lie, this is probably it's not probably, it's better than the Europa League final. Don't forget, people, on Twitch, you can set your reminders, but on YouTube, it's not out yet. Obviously, Saturday is Real Madrid, Liverpool, Real Madrid. We'll be doing a watch-along. Bit harsh, Mkhitaryan come off injured, man. Bit harsh to get him. But fair enough. It is what it is. Appreciative to you lot tuning in, people, as usual. I don't know what Roma's trying there. It's been an okay game. It's been better with you lot. I can't lie, you lot have been more entertaining than the game. But it's not been the worst. It's not been the worst of games. Substitutions. Not long left. I think Nelson's too predictable on the right-hand side for me. Would you take Pellegrini, yeah? And not long left, people. I mean, Nelson's off. TV should be off as well. Really. This is all set up for a last-minute equalizer, isn't it? Carla, once it gets to the 80th minute final, you lot have to lose, cuz. Koku. Boy. Again, they're close to it. Not the map. Big up you lot, man. Again, I wouldn't be flipping doing all these streams and whatnot if there was no point. I appreciate you lot on YouTube and Twitch. It's amazing, man. Journey to 10,000 and 50,000. I need to do it, man. I can't lie, man. I think about it every fucking day, bro. Not even just about that, just about getting better and better and better every day, bro. Man, so obsessed with getting better, man. To a point where it borders on frustration, man. Like, really frustrates me, man. Feyenoord in possession. Not football related, but I bet those people ain't making spaces about Krept anymore. Bro, Feyenoord in possession on this right side. People should just mind their business, man. Like, people love watching what other people are doing. Like, people, again, social media how can you comment on a relationship you're not part of? Unless you're the man or the woman in that scenario. How do you know what's going on? It's great. It's brazy, man. But, you know, again, I just believe Twitter amplifies what you're seeking. Like, some people are just unhappy with life, just vexed, just want to be moaning about things. So you'll find other people that just vex and moaning about things. You can find that uplifting stuff and whatnot, man. Excellent business moves. I'm just glad you do watch-alongs for these finals. Some have been snoozers. Appreciate that. Shout out to everyone doing their content, but nah, man. Nah, I don't. They're all doing their thing, but nah, man. I got no reason to watch AFTV. Respect the content, but it's not for me, man. Obviously, there's certain people I might listen to now and again, like certain content creators. I'm sure you already know, but nothing that nah, man. I tend to just look on Sky Sports, The Athletic, things like that. Like, talk with my brethren about football. That's what I've always said. I appreciate you lot support. Cause honestly, if I wasn't me and I saw me on YouTube, no matter how good or bad it is, I don't care. Like, I'm not listening. It's quite ignorant, but it's like, I only care about opinions of people that man know and these sort of things. I'm the sort of guy, the minute I find chatting shit, I'll turn it off. I'm never watching it. So I really do appreciate you lot support. Roma looking to counter-attack here. It's a good bit of play. How much money do you want to bet there's a sucker punch in this game? It's 3 against 4. Oh, that's a poor pass. Oliveira not even aware. He's going to have to get his body there, be strong, and try to keep possession. Unnecessary corner given away. Oh, I think that's a corner. It's been given as a throw-in. When's the next FM save, sir? Deluded. I need a cook sesh. Pussy. Probably Friday still, because what? Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do everything I did today in it. There's under 17s. We're going to do a watch along for that. Pop maybe in the afternoon, but yeah. DG, would you take a League 2 scout job? Yeah, but I see a lot of people that put their heart and soul into it. The scout thing's political, man. But yeah. Still 1-0 to Roma. Koku. Go on. Oh, should have dived there. Crazy. FA talent ID is so hard to get. I've got that 1 and 2. You can get the one for free. The not level 1 for free. It's who you know. You can get all these things. You need to know people. I can't lie. You actually need to know people in clubs. Because I know a lot of scouts that are fucking good, but like they're just stuck going up and down the country, bringing out scouting reports. But the head of youth is a prick. He's not taking it in. That's the thing that pisses me off about scouting. And I speak to a lot of scouts. Well, I say a lot. I'm gassing it a bit. But like you can find you can find the next Jude Bellingham, Jadon Sancho, Saka, Hudson Odoi. Imagine I find him and you're the head of whatever and you don't rate my opinion, you're not taking it in, bro. It's not going nowhere past that point. So it's more about people relations than that. And it's who you know, bro. It's really who you know. I was speaking to a scout and they were like, DG, mate, you got talent. If I had my time again, I'd be an agent. It's literally what he said. DG, you know some scouts. I imagine it's more if the scout doesn't have good relations, certain people at the club don't listen to him and just have to scout their players. It's true. But that's frustrating. And, bro, sometimes the head of development can be a dickhead. Like, literally, it's... Yeah, I mean, a couple decent runs, but yeah, man. Do you think if you posted a video of having a meltdown about us not getting Champions League, you get 100K? Maybe, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, bro. Like, if I really lived up to the name Deluded, of course, but like, I want to sleep at night. Like, I want to be comfortable with myself. I always say I don't want to chat shit for people to hear what I have to say, bro, because it's exhausted. The ranting thing, if I've ever ranted or been emotional positively and negatively, it's because that's how I felt in that moment. Once you start doing that, you're a WWE character. And then, bro, you're just what? People are going to subscribe to you, but you're not going to rant, so they don't care. Rather take the stairs with people that like football and reflect what I like, man. I'm not really on it. Like, I know that's what the industry is, but I'm not really down for that, man. Probably, but yeah, man. Rather do it the honest way, mate. Like, as I said, want to be able to sleep at like not thinking of myself as a dickhead. Final could be in here. No, they can't. That's it. I think that's the last decent chance you get. These man can't take one touch shots, man. Grid block. Come on. Appreciate that. Big risk filled with hella anxiety. It's not all what it seems, man. It's up and down. Like, you got to be frugal, man. It's not all what it seems, man. Nine minutes left of this, people. Final, they've given as good as they've got, but that's sort of little consolation if you lose a final. They've played it into their striker, who probably should have scored if it wasn't for Ibanez. Sinistero, who not really done much. He stayed on. He's taking a shot. Come on, Patricio's going to have to do a lot better. Fundamentally, the final ball's meaty. Great channel. You took a lot of sense, which is rare these days. Dave, appreciate that, man. I'm in the States, so I think the scouting there is hard because young talent have sports they love more than the beautiful game. It's not in great. I'm not in America, so I'm just making a comment where I have no basis of, but I can imagine like it's a bit like NBA here. Like, obviously, and NFL, like I've told you, I live not far from the Spurs ground. I was getting Sainsbury's on Sunday. I genuinely was looking around like, Spurs ain't playing. What, like, there's bare people. Genuinely, I saw Spurs is always packed, but there's obviously not them big games. There's sometimes where there's not many people. There's bare people, but there's not many people. Genuinely, that NFL game that they last had at Spurs' ground, he genuinely thought Spurs were playing. It was a madness. Like, and then I clocked, I'm seeing the American shirts, I'm seeing Bear. So there's obviously a culture for it, but it only goes to a certain point because that's not the game here. That's like you're chasing centuries, in it. Like, football's the game here. Obviously, people like NFL, people like NBA and whatnot, and it's like over your sides. There's obviously people who like football, not that soccer thing you lot talking about, but football. But it's not you lot's game there. In fact, sometimes I speak to some Americans on this channel now. I don't know much, but it's almost like it's almost like it's football over there, soccer, whereas you lot might. It's almost like a rich person's sport. Like, if you ain't got bread, Tammy's coming off. Like, if you ain't got bread, you can't really play football. Tammy's not coming off. Where football is, I'd say, the one time wasting for Rui Patricio. Jose elite time waste. Football's the one sport in this game where if you're middle class and not necessarily rich, you have half a chance. It's gonna be very difficult, you know, because a lot of footballers make it just because unfortunately their mum and dad have decent jobs or self-employed. They can take them halfway across London, or if you're going Cobham, imagine from North London to Cobham 4 times a week. I know clubs do little schemes and parents chip in and whatnot, but 4 times a week on top of having other kids and living your own life is mad. And a lot of footballers, once they get to a certain age, these young guys, they travel all around London. That's why their attitude's a certain sort of way, because it's not a game. That's the one chance you probably have half a chance. You could be anything you want, but if as a young kid in London, I don't know how you're gonna become an F1 driver with no P's, because I swear you got to do up go-karting. I don't know how you're gonna become a tennis man or woman. I don't know any of that. I know you have half a chance as a footballer past a certain point. I wouldn't say you need them because they've just become recent, but obviously if you ain't got connects and them sort of things, then it gives you a leg to stand on. Subs are probably brazy. Even subs in this country are political, but subs are probably are brazy. Probably wouldn't surprise. Probably is brazy. Probably hella brazy, fam. Elite time wasting by Roma, Jose in his bag. Oh, technically, I have a weekly podcast on Spotify, but it's really just the MP3 version of other clips. But why not? But it's got to make sense. Roma could be in here. Could it be 2-0 Pellegrini? Good save by the keeper. That would have been the dagger blow. You're right on the basis that we are centuries behind. I remember reading that football was a rich man's sport at one point in England. It's funny. It's full circle. It started off as literally, this is probably why I always try and look at history. Maybe this is why hooliganism in football is rife, because it is literally, there used to be a hole in the ground and it's towns to towns trying to put a ball in the ground, and it's literally towns are fighting, bro. Go and look at it. Towns are fighting. Some people just going there to punch people. In fact, at one point in history, it was well documented that if you're playing football, you're going to get smashed in your face and all these things are going to happen to you. So it's literally centuries. That I don't know how American football started or whatever, but it's in you lot sport, in it. Like, right, you go to some random cage on some random estate in London, people are probably playing football. Obviously, people are probably doing basketball, but you get the point. Not for my ends, but I hear that this keeper has been man of the match. So yeah, man, the sub, you don't have a chance, bro. As you lot know, sadly, like in life, bro, it's not an excuse, but if you ain't got bread, it makes money makes everything easier, innit? Simple as that. Like, we all know this in any walk of life. Pardon me. Feyenoord can leave with their heads held higher, but pardon me, unless they make something happen soon, it's crazy. Towns, bro. Football started through towns, bro. Towns are playing one town and then moving mad. I mean, if you just go and look at the history of England, of course, England is full of savages, bro. Went around half the world, enslaving the people, stealing everything. Now, of course, it's full of savages. Does it surprise you what London is right now? Where London, literally, people were throwing shit through windows. That's how diseases start. And London is well documented of being a land for fuckery. Jack the Ripper, it's well documented. You get robbed in London and all them things. Their history is just there, man. No worries, Wes. Didn't catch the game. Who scored? I can't even remember who bagged, Oh, Zenolio. Another substitution for Feyenoord. So I don't know. Yeah, you lot's thinking different. But yeah, back to the point. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Interesting talk, man. Tammy is the dark arts team in this game. Growing up, I played every sport here in the States except American football. Thought that was totally a crazy sport. Played and coached ice hockey and European football, though, after uni. Never heard, big up my man C, never heard of it referred to as European football. Hockey looks a bit too mad. I don't think that one there is for me. I do like the aspect that they can just fight for a sec, but yeah. I would have tried my hand at everything. I would have played NFL. Basketball, I'm not too enough for that, but I would have tried my hand at NFL. I would have done the soccer thing. I would have tried baseball. I actually like that, man. I went Cuba and was playing baseball with some Cubans, and that's quite lit still. Literally, some of you are from New York. New York. Tammy's off. Good little run out. Soon to be a European champion. The Bulls, mate. I like American football from a tactical standpoint. Would love to fully understand the rules and that, but yeah. I think the Guzman takes it too far by saying our football should follow it and have Bluetooth headsets. Well, I don't know about that. But fair enough. Looks like a step too far for Feyenoord today. DG hitting the home runs. My father had a cousin who played for NY Rangers in the 50s. To be honest, with the States, DG, I think that it's racial. They'd rather be a shit team with white players rather than be good or great with black players. Crazy, man. See, there's some rugby. I mean, I played one match for Winchmore. I tried the rugby thing. Someone tackled me. I started a fight. Managers, the school teacher said, "Don't come back." I'm like, "Cool, bro. This thing's not for me, man. Like, I'm not on it." I think I would have made a scrum half or scum half, where it's called, but it's not for me, man. I don't. Yeah, man. I was on my ego trip them times, man. The basketball players can play for free. Football costs money, so the best athletes go cheaper. We played it where there was rugby. I wouldn't say, I can't remember too many times. I don't think we played rugby in PE too many times. I can remember playing basketball a bit more and the trampoline thing and that. And well, it's called rounders here, isn't it? The baseball things, rounders. They just ain't confident. Keep playing the simple pass. I hear that. Yeah, man. No, I don't know. You'd have to ask someone more. DJ rugby is mad. Scrum half, man. Or scrum half, whatever it's called, man. Wouldn't mind that. Or that row in NFL, you just kick the ball. You literally just scotch it on the bench. There was a guy in my form who tried. I don't know what team he used to play for, London Wasps or Irish or one of them team there. He used to always waffle about. He came into school once. His face was all mad. I said, "What happened to you?" He said he got stumped in his face by accident. I said, "One, by accident. Two, what do you mean you didn't go mad? Like, what's all that about? Like, crazy, man." And them rugby dons are on different sort of banter, man. Different sort of banter. I thought football was mad. Brutal sport, mate. Brutal sport. One last chance for Feyenoord. Oh, yeah, you're going to have nightmares about that. You make contact, it's 1-1. The lad didn't, so it's not. No, they play rugby in other countries. Well, obviously other countries, but I'm specifically talking about America. I thought, right, they're playing them things there when you got NFL already. Bit greedy. I hear it though. Feyenoord in possession. They made a real go of it in the second half, but it's looking all mad. There they are down this right-hand side. Yeah. Rugby is way tougher to play than American football. Hats off to anyone who can play in that sport. Raw, I wouldn't think. It's crazy you say that because I'd rather take a hit in rugby than NFL, man. Don't look like you're getting up if you get hit certain angles in that NFL thing. Raw, the Feyenoord keeper's gone up. Bearing in mind, there's 3 minutes left to play. He's gone up for the set piece. Feyenoord delivery is poor, really. Keeper's got to get back. Feyenoord won't have anything to do. Roma just clear their lines. Ooh, you got to get there, you know. You got to get there. You can't take any. Oh, shit, you fucked up. You got to foul him. Whoa. Okay, the keeper's finally got back. Can't believe the scenes I'm seeing. Ref, the Roma lad has to have a foul there. How is number 14 for Roma not been given a foul there? That's ridiculous. Anyways, Feyenoord live to tell another day. Guy at work had his leg snapped playing rugby this year. Don't think he's playing again. See, fuck with that, man. Hey. Saying that, my boy, he used to play for Spurs. He was out. I don't know the terminology, but it's gonna sound quite gruesome. Like the stud went quite in, and he had to have surgery. Like he's like, if you can imagine running in on goal, the keeper's come out, but he's got his foot up, right in the chest. Crazy. Got the scar to this day. Looks better than you think. If I'm honest, like it sounds quite gruesome. You'd think, I don't know what you would think would happen to Dunn, but it don't look like a madness. Like you can still bop around on holiday with your shirt off. A minute and 7 seconds, people, from Roma becoming Conference League winners, and obviously Jose Mourinho becoming the first Conference League winner. Forgive me if I'm wrong, because it's a new competition, and the first gaffer to win all of them. Feyenoord have given it a go. I'd say obviously it was a cheap goal to concede, but I also think they're just not asked enough questions, man. Like, they've not asked real quick. The keeper's made some saves, but there's been no quality on the final ball. It's not over yet. Half a second. An NFL quarterback can hack any sport, the mental IQ and the athlete. One thing I rate about NFL is there's a lot of plays you have to memorize. Like the idea of that is crazy for me. Like if you could have that in football, be lit. Like you actually have to remember these plays. And it's probably easier for them because they're doing it, but you actually have to remember bare things. Bro, that's crazy. That's it, ref. And that's it, unfortunately. Commiserations to Feyenoord. Jose Mourinho has won another European trophy. Roma are the winners. Tammy Abraham and Ainsley Maitland-Niles are now European winners, as is Smalling as well. Commiserations to Feyenoord. You done quite well to get here. Gave it as good as you got. But it's over. Roma have won. 1-0. Zenolio strikers proven just enough. Dejection on the faces of everyone connected to Feyenoord. Ecstasy on the faces of those who are Italian or linked to the Italian club, as shown by the fans being shown there. You know, I think you have to give credit to Patricio and Ibanez. Ibanez doesn't make that tackle on Dessers, his peak. Patricio was got to work in that second half. Obviously, the goal scorer, Zenolio, is going to be the Hollywood man. Arsenal versus Roma, first round Europa League next season. Wouldn't surprise me. This is what it's about. Commiserations to Feyenoord, man. Thank you to both teams for being done in normal time, though. Right? Thank you to both teams. That's nice of you, in my opinion. Very nice of you, man. Very nice of you. You don't do that, we're in some trouble. So, yeah, man, that's that. Ainsley won a trophy without actually playing a damn part in it. Crazy. The quarterback in football must be smart. Second only are the offensive linesmen, smart guys up front. Exactly. And them sort of principles there, if they're applied to football, you could be unstoppable. Because I do think if you look at Saka, I think Saka's wavy on the ball, innit? But is Saka the most exciting winger I've ever seen in Arsenal's academy? Probably not. One thing that separates him is I think he's got you can tell the manager is telling you to do one thing and you're able to do it. Some footballers might not be able to do that connected to Arsenal Football Club. And the same goes everywhere else, like with Foden at City, for example. So I just think, yeah, man, you lot get the point I'm getting, innit? Jose getting the trophy. Even forgot Ainsley was at Roma. Didn't we all, man? On that note, though, it's been a long day of content. I can't lie. I'm going to go shower, eat, and go to my bed, people. It's been a fantastic live stream. The talking points, the goal, everything else, people. Don't forget, tomorrow we start at 10/10:30. We go live at 11:30. 3:15 once again because it's Euros Under-17s Championship, and appreciated to everyone who was there. And then, yeah, man, it is what it is. Watch out for all the other content coming. I'm appreciative of all the support you've given me all season, and obviously tonight. You lot stay blessed, stay safe, stay having a good week. Safe, people, man.
You always use that active red light, defending. I think it's like